speak of the most talked about and one of the most successful launches of 2020, and in my opinion the Mahindra Thar definitely deserves the first place in the list. With this generation of the Thar, we saw it getting more practical, a lot more comfortable, and this vehicle is also continuing the legacy of the older models and has extreme off-road capabilities. Hello ladies and gentlemen, you are watching 91 Wheels. I am Nitin and we are once again at Bimbra 4x4. Just like before, we today have a modified Mahindra Thar which is now a lot more comfortable, a lot more practical, and is all set to handle all the off-road challenges which may be thrown towards it. Starting from the exteriors first, this new modified Thar, it features a metal bumper. It's a off-road specific bumper. The stock unit, it's a plastic unit which it has to comply with the pedestrian norms which are set by government, and hence it is not very I would say practical for off-road usage. So this one here is a metal unit. It gets a mesh and it's look like complementing the overall character. The best part about this bumper, it improves the approach angle by a very fair margin for the vehicle. In addition to this, you can see the skid plate here. It has been replaced with the metal grille. So the stock one, it's again a plastic unit which can get damaged in off-road conditions. Other changes to the front, they include the addition of a new grille and aftermarket headlamps which also have space for the DRLs, which in my opinion are giving it a great road presence. Apart from that, you can also see the tow hooks which have been attached to the chassis of the vehicle. In case these will be very helpful in case you will need to pull out the vehicle if it is stuck anywhere in the off-road conditions. So moving on to the sides, as soon as we're coming to the sides, you will be noticing that the stock tires, which happen to be 255 units, they have been replaced with BF Goodrich tires. These are very renowned off-road tires, and the tire profile, they stand at 265 for the width. In addition to this, all the exterior elements like the cladding here or the arches, I would say the ORVMs, all of them, they have been coated in Linux. We'll be talking about it later. And in addition to this, the rock slider, or I would say the side step, so it too has been replaced by Team Bimbra, and this is a metal unit and will be very robust in the long-term usage. So again, moving to the hard top. The hard top, as I said earlier, is also coated in Linux. The Linux is also actually has sealed the gaps which were present between the portions of the hard top, and thus in the long run this will be definitely a great vehicle to have. So now let us see what are the changes which have been made to the rear profile of the car. So to start with, the bumper here, it also features Linux coating. The reflectors here, they have been replaced with the lights, the reflector lights. So these are connected to the brakes and they will be eliminated whenever you will be using the brake pedal. In addition to this, the spare wheel too features the Goodrich tire. It is worth noting that the alloys, the owner, he has retained the stock alloys, and apart from that, you also feature a very important aspect for a 4x4 vehicle. This stands a tow hook, so this can be easily taken out. So let me demonstrate to that. This is something which is very easily can be removed and can be inserted back, and this has a rated capacity of 5000 lb or somewhere around 2000 kg. In addition to this, all the halogen lamps inside the tail lights or at the front, all of them have been replaced with LED units. So moving on to the interiors now, the first thing that you will be noticing are the grab handles. So these are the original wild boar grab handles which are also seen in the Wrangler. So basically, in its stock form, the Mahindra Thar does not have any sort of grab handles, and these will be very useful for you or for the elderly in the house to step inside and outside the vehicle. So some other noticeable changes inside the interiors are the addition of this armrest. So armrest was definitely missed in the stock Mahindra Thar, and this one definitely will be very useful. The good thing about this one, it is not fiddling with the cup holders. It also has a small storage box for you to keep your wallet and stuff. And apart from that, the other changes which have been made to the interior are the addition of the CB radio. So for those who are wondering, the CB radio, it is very helpful in communicating with the other cars of the convoy when you are in remote conditions. Apart from that, other change which I can see is the addition of the switch bar. So basically this is controlling the various electronic equipment which have been installed in the car. As seen before, we also have rear armrests, so they have USB sockets for them, the cup holders and a small storage space below them. Addition of the armrest both at the front as well as the rear has definitely increased the overall comfort quotient of the vehicle. Another very useful modification made to the vehicle includes the addition of these LED bars at the top. So as you can see, there are two different units placed at either ends of the vehicle. These are widespread units and will be very useful while you are on the hill sections of the road, as they have a very wide spread. At the center is a spot LED bar, which will be very useful for while you will be doing highway runs and the high speed runs. Talking about the Line-X coating, as I said, I'll be talking about these later. This coating prevents all sort of scratches on your plastic elements and also is known to reduce all sort of chemical reaction, thus increasing the part life of your vehicle. Having said this, this generation of the Thar is a huge step up from the models which have been seen so far, and all sort of modifications which have been made by team Bimbra 4x4 has definitely made it a lot more capable. Details of Bimbra 4x4 are given in the description box below, and you may contact them for any sort of modifications which you are planning for your new Thar or any sort of off-road vehicle, and you may also give our reference for a better deal. Thank you.